Millennial Tom, what's up, y'all? Hey, what's up? I am sore and tired. Let a, let a few more minutes go by. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna mention something now. I'm just over here charging up my EcoFlow, and I'm tired. Tonight, tomorrow night. Let's see. Tonight, Friday night, and Saturday night, I think. Then next week I got 4 days and a 3-day weekend again. And then the following week after that is actual payday. But it's for, no, oh, it's the payday of, no, I got to wait 2 more weeks after that. I'm making smoked clams. They're delicious. Funny, there's a lot of people at the park. Seriously, usually right now, it's empty. Speaks volumes. I guess they think I'm the Messiah or some shit. I'm playing. I want them to grovel at my feet. I know. I bought some extra caulking and everything. I already started caulking. Hey, when I get up in there today, with the sunlight, wherever I see light coming in, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Yeah. And you can see it's coming. These little mosquitoes are. I can't stand them. I love these. Oh, these Abe's vegan blueberries. The clouds will visit you, then me. Yeah, I know. I'm ready. Sorry. Oh my God, I am so tired. But I'm gonna caulk for about half an hour. My feet are killing me. As y'all know, between my big toes, I have no cartilage, so, oh my God. My feet look good, but, you know, with no cartilage, I'm wearing different shoes every night to see which ones are the most comfortable. Well, there are these ones I can get that are really, really good. I just don't like all this rubber and stuff. I'd rather be barefoot, but Canada's job. That look like they look like regular sneakers. They're orthopedics, but I don't need my feet. I have arches and all that. Yeah, and they also were melanated, Tom. They were very melanated, swarthy, dark race of people. The Twa, the tall men, the sticks, and then people like us, our size, 5'7" to like 5'10", 11, 6 foot. I've been there, so been there a few times. I met real melanated Irishmen who aren't from Africa or nowhere, and that's why I was telling people, like, remember I was saying early on, like, pay attention, just listen, watch. You got the melanated Swedes coming out and telling you who they are. The melanated people in Denmark, they've been coming out telling everybody, and everybody's, the Pilsners having a hard time because the Zios did a hellified job, making them believe that the world's a white world. It's sad. It's terrible what they did. Now Netanyahu, that piece of worthless trash, talking about we're signing the peace deal, talking about 100 and something were murdered on the set. That was them doing. They told their people to stand down. The IDF soldiers already spoke, and then turn around and murder over 60,000. Is a sick bastard. You've got IDF soldiers committing suicide now. They realize the truth. These converts, they're nothing but listen. They have them, and they'll kill them and utilize them to look at this country right now. The executive order, I didn't get on it. I'd rather y'all research it. Trump is using something that's not legally, he cannot. You gotta remember, every state that he's going into, allowing these little bastards to get their hands on people, the crime is down. This is some dumb shit. It's about control, y'all. Y'all not paying attention. It's about control, and he's got control over y'all. Maybe I am a little jealous. Somebody said that. But that's not here for conversation. That's none of y'all's business. I just like the fact that they're going to keep making mistakes. That's the most adorable thing I can enjoy. And I went back to work because I want y'all. Look at Millennial. She's out there busting her butt, and she can really get good and have a couple people working with her. She can really make a state. And some of you you're not moving. I have been going non-stop since y'all met me. On the net here. I'm really not a content creator, though I like the idea of it, so I will keep doing the things that I need to do. But I'll speak about the things I need to speak about, regardless of whether it's good or bad. I am good and tired. I feel so good with the tired. Hey, don't pee. Hey, you better not pee on my. If she'd have let him pee on that, I'd have cussed her ass all the way back to California. I'm telling y'all, I'm a good comedian, but I'd walk over there and I'd have gave her. I'd have had her ass wet. I'd have cussed her out so bad. Looking like a goddamn bowling pin. Dad, what's up? What other people think of you is none of your business. Exactly. I don't care anyway. I know I look good. I got beautiful feet. Size 9.5, 10. I'm built well. I mean, I got to go to the gym. I'm actually going to go carb. I'm gonna lay down while it's cool and get some sleep. At least 6 hours. Oh yeah, I'm pushing 12. I'm good, y'all. I'm good. Oh, it stands up. I raise the flag. Salutations, reveille. All hands on deck. I mean, yeah, I'm straight. I'm good. My back, I gotta go to the VA. I got a message. I don't know if it was real or not. The surgery thing. So we had Social Security, some weird punk motherfucker think they doing something. Take a picture of them. Instead of them come up and sit with you, they get paid to be stupid. As I stated, the court system, when they start utilizing their docs, their laws, and it's non-constitutional, it's illegal. And people don't want to see it for what it is because so many people have been persecuted. illegally. And a lot of judges right now are being appointed. They really don't know law. But that's a whole nother thing, you know. It's a decrepit disease. I hate going in because I got well, they don't mind. My light-skinned brothers and sisters who know that they've got a whole lot of folk that are pretty messed up. I mean, right now, you have so many emotionally unstable themselves, like every other community, and they're throwing a hard ER out there right now, and they're getting that butts beat. Like, what is wrong? Like, stop. I don't get it. I watched this little 16-year-old guy knock this 32-year-old big. He was a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. He just knocked him out. He was big, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he clocked him. I think he was 16 to 17. He was a big kid, too. But he was a fighting-ass kid. And then come on his mama's property. He said, "Get off the property, sir." And he was mistaking him to be with a bunch of kids that he don't be hanging out with. The kid boxed. 225 pounds of a 16, 17-year-old behemoth of a 6'2". That dude, come on. I'm Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You can see he had the little Brazilian. It's funny, you know, we create stuff. But y'all know the true story behind Horace Gracie's fathers and the ones who created all this Jiu-Jitsu and Judo, original art. You would know. It's like, I studied on one of the nephews. Shark Tank and or whatever it's called, and I'm so tired. They get a little something, and the UFC popped up with Dana White painting a white face, even though it was melanated. There's a lot of great fighters in there, you know, Israel and Israel, a whole lot of great fighters, everyone. And Dana White's not no racist. That's what I like about him. And you get these individuals in these communities, and it's always got to be about race, and they didn't create shit. All I know is Young Buck was smiling at him. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't roll with none of these people around here. And he was just on the place telling, "Get off a property. It's private property on the house." 3 generations. And he came up to the porch. And he says, I'll choke you out, you little nigger," or something like that. Excuse the language. Little man stepped off 2 steps off the, what'd you go out with a little code laying in the grass, like he ain't like I said, good for him. It's really bad what's happening. And the worst thing about it is most melanated men voted for MAGA, for Trump. He's bought and paid for it. APAC, this, that, and the other. He's part of the agenda. I mean, it's terrible. But the only reason why they're able to do it is because everybody's allowing it. I don't want to talk about crayons and races and all that, because you know I don't believe in none of that. I don't believe in ethnicity, races, or nothing. No, you would think people would pay attention instead of always looking for some fake great white hope and this, that, and the other, and black folks, melanated people getting caught up still listening to a soul people giving up their soul to listen to P. Diddy's and Dre's and all these Snoops and all these people who have just Jim Jones and people who have just sold themselves, you know, and because music is influence, it's a big influence, and so many others. You would think that they would change. They don't. They won't. They choose not to. Please. Why you gotta always come in my town making all that fuss and noise? The Django. Anyway, I just think it's all ridiculous, man. And there's so much information in the Library of Congress. There's so much information of who's who on this land, and nobody wants to. I had a friend of my cousin, my Chinese, Han cousin. He don't like that Chinese. Who's Chinese? His friend, and he was upset watching some of my videos. Something about we've always been in China. I said it was called Cathay. It was light-skinned folk and dark melanated people look like me with slanted eyes. It don't matter what you say. It's the same thing y'all done everywhere you went. You went there, you conquered, you sleep with the women, you have breeding farms. And I says, it's funny, you can take the melanated woman and you can, if you take the kids and keep mating them with the other side, yeah, but they will still be considered black, melanated, but not in the eyes of Zionists. What's up, baby? I'm just getting ready to do a little read, man. You caught a nice one yesterday, man. Who was that you was with? Was that somebody you was watching?
That was my buddy.
Oh, okay.
Right after you left,
yeah,
I stayed there. At least I didn't count. At least probably 3 times.
You serious?
Just by myself.
Well, how long that was?
It was like I was just doing this setup right here. Just
that was like a foot and a half, or almost 2 feet long. That thing was like
that was a good size. That
was about 2 feet. That thing was about
size right there. You want for the pan?
Yeah. Did you keep it? Oh yeah. You threw it right back over there. So. Did you catch it? They said there's bigger ones than that.
Oh, there is.
Well, I like catfish.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I make catfish nuggets. Don't get it twisted.
That's why I'm going.
Give me some panko and.
Oh,
you going? Yeah, they said.
I'm gonna go fish back.
But they said they got crappies somewhere down here.
Yeah, the pond right next door, and then the one on Indian Store has.
Oh, you serious?
That's why I got these long poles.
I gotta tell T, man, he's over at work.
We go to Pleasant.
Yeah.
We get the anchovies from Walmart.
Yeah, that's what you want to use.
Yeah.
No worms. Worms are cool, but that's old.
Not this Walmart. I got a one by Mesa.
The Pima, not the Pima one.
Not Pima.
You talking about north? What you call it? North, all the way north. What you call it? Like 18 minutes away.
It's right there by Bass Pro.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the other one. Okay.
Okay, Bass Pro's here.
Yeah.
But if you go across the street, there's one across the street. That one, if you go by
Bass Pro, that's the one.
Fixing section. And
Okay.
if you go down a little bit, they have a freezer.
Yeah.
All anchovies.
No shit.
But they're cheap. I'm thinking about going to pick up a whole bunch of those.
Oh man, you gotta get some silvers too. Get some silvers. Anchovies and silvers. You gotta get some silvers and.
Oh, and they have everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check them out because I'm gonna buy a rod this payday because the guy told me just go ahead and cast a rod out there, just have fun, just throw the fish back.
Yeah. You can sit right there in your truck or shit.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Right
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
Get a
Shit.
little salmon, get a little bell.
Well, I got my seats. I got that. I got all that.
Oh, you
You know.
right there and
Hell yeah, I gotta get me a net though. I haven't had a net in a long time. All right, let me know, man. I'm gonna be here for a little. This is about 30 minutes.
Let me know. I got a couple of nets at home.
Okay.
I got some big river nets too.
No, that's what I because these damn fish. How long are the poles they on? 6, 4?
I can look. I got you.
Okay. All right.
I got poles.
Yeah, you brought them out today.
I get new ones every once a week. I get rid of my old ones. I give them to my buddies.
What's that? What's the test on that?
8.
10, bro. Catfish. Come on, they wildy. Oh, it's still good.
It's fun.
I run 10 though.
Especially with 9-foot
I see
rods.
Pops had 10. His snack. I don't know what he caught.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
I'm gonna chill back here and see if I can find where they are.
All right. Well, I'll be here for about 30, 40. Hey, that's what I do. Y'all get to be part of the damn little baby mosquitoes. Where they think come from, man? Right, they hurt when they bite. I ain't got nothing coming out my pores. I ain't got enough lime or lemon juice in me or something. I ain't need enough ginger. I'm picking up some ginger because yeah. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, this. Well, let me clean it up a little bit. I'm going to talk about the things they be talking about, and I'm going to share what I want to share. I'm just not into all that, the fake history. I cannot sit there and deal with the nonsense of it. I ain't going to call it pseudo, that is fake history. And I know it's hard for people, and it should be. It's a hard road to get to a place after being lied to for so long, and it's a hard thing to dismiss it and not accept it. It doesn't stop anyone from belonging, but you cannot, with all the medical, all the information that is out there, real information, people cannot continue to deny the fact that these people, we were working with, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna read after that. We were working with the Halloween and the Christmas, attire. you know, and draping it down, you know. Um, and they have the nativity and all that stuff right there, and it's pale skins. I mean, if it ain't the biggest, and they gotta hold on to something instead of being loving and caring and generous and being all these things that only a handful do, and accept the reality. It's not like we get a big hit. Well, the problem is Zionists know that even $1.2 billion cannot suffice. 1.7 they was talking, any of us. In the world they created, and it's a disease because they want to say, okay, we gave it to you, and they want to destroy everything. That's why I keep saying we've got to stop being about the fiat and utilize it in a way that's beneficial and helpful. Because it's never going to be the answer. And we have to accept ourselves and accept one another and move forward. My people have always moved with compassion and love. I saw gang members who would kill each other helping old light-skinned ladies out. I mean, crossing the street and stuff. They would actually join together, handshake, you know, 2 weeks later be bop, 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 you know? I mean, we are so different. Last night, I was getting people calling me, how old are you? Because the word was going around. I said, I don't believe in age. I don't factor in none of it, but I'm almost 60. This is everybody doing it. Everybody. And then the other girl, almost twins, a year apart. They got like 5 children apiece, you know, each one. They're like 35, 36, you know, they up there. All right, we got a mosquito right here on the oh, I want this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the black one with the white dots. That's the Bill Gates mosquito. That one right there. Come on. I'm gonna let you land on me, cuz. I want all the smoke. I'm putting the hoodie back on, y'all. I don't care if it get hot and I start sweating out there. Well, that's that black one with them white little dots on it, y'all. Hell no. I'm gonna catch him trying to suck through with that them little 7 little knives, and I still got my thing on. Coming in for a landing. But anyway, that's the only thing that's important to me is that people break free of the lie, get some acceptance, and move forward. Because it ain't like people going, oh, well, probably in the hood now, you're probably going to have some of them melanated Karens and Kens. Nah, we told you. I mean, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop. Don't use it. Yeah, I have to make fun of it one way or the other. Anyway, let's get into the read. I've dragged you on long enough, and I am right now at 74%. So we're going to read a little bit of Tartaria, Full Hidden History Unlocked by Surini Novinta, TartariaEmpire.com. Okay? I was going to read a little bit of Helena Blavatsky, but I said I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Okay? All right, y'all in the water. Chill, man. Everybody's there with you. Nobody's missing. Did a hawk get a hold of you? All right, so a reset. Hidden in plain sight. All right. Let me get this. The sun hitting me, boy. It's getting hot. And it's raining somewhere. I can see it. I can smell it. Many... Oh, my apologies. Okay, there we go. Many alternative historians now believe that there was a great architectural inheritance, not a linear evolution. What we call Victorian, Beaux-Arts, right? Beaux-Arts, or Moorish revival, may actually be Tartarian, built by a previous civilization with advanced knowledge of vibration, frequency, sacred geometry, and material alchemy. We did. If that wasn't the case, then why they got these fluoride and everything else? These buildings weren't just designed for beauty. They were resonant structures, attuned to the Earth's energy grid, built with copper, quartz, and harmonics in mind. After the mud flood, after the Great Wars, these buildings were either, bullet point 1, buried, leaving only their upper... I'm killing you. Anyway, leaving only their upper levels exposed, bullet point 2, rebranded, as y'all know, is factual, claimed by a new power structure. And bullet point 3, or demolished, when their true purpose couldn't be explained or controlled. Final thoughts as far as cities of echoes. Walk through the old quarters of any major city and you'll sense it, an aura of lost greatness. Look closely at the facades, the proportions, the buried steps, the unreachable windows, and ask yourself, and you've all seen them, were these cities built by those who claimed them, or inherited by people who had no idea what they truly were? The timeline gap is not just a mystery, it may be the key to uncovering the greatest architectural and civilizational deception of all time. What's funny is they say that, I guess this individual, I haven't read it all the way through, didn't realize who was repairing them. The ones that were damaged by the war. All right, it was quite a bit. Now, we're going to get into chapter 3, right? The children of the reset, orphan trains, and the erasure of Tartaria. As I stated, they actually were teaching it up in 1939, what they call 1939. One of the most chilling aspects of the mud flood reset is the mysterious mass relocation of children during the mid to late 19th century. Officially labeled as a humanitarian effort, the orphan train movement, 1854 to 1929, saw over 250,000 children being shipped across the United States, Canada, and Mexico, and even Australia. But beneath the surface of this seemingly benevolent initiative lies a disturbing question. Who are these children, and why were there so many of them? This movement coincides perfectly with the supposed mud flood reset of the early 1800s. When entire cities and civilizations were buried under layers of mud, the sheer scale of displaced children, the mysterious gaps in urban populations, and the sudden disappearance of Tartarian history suggests that these children were not mere orphans, they were the last survivors of a lost civilization. Now, the numbers that don't add up when you think about it, and that's what I like about this gentleman. He does the math and stuff like that, well, he looks at it and quite quaintly. The unprecedented scale of orphan relocations, over 250,000, 250,000 children, were relocated between 1854 and 1929, bullet point 1. Bullet point 2, in the peak years, 30,000 to 50,000 children were moved annually. And bullet point 4, children were placed in rural areas, often without proper documentation. And bullet point 4, that was the bullet point 3, excuse me, bullet point 4, my apologies. Entire trains, each carrying 30 to 100 children, ran across the United States and Canada. Suspicious orphan ratios in major cities. During the mid-19th century, major cities in the United States and Europe, this is so-called America or Negro land, recorded an unusual surge in abandoned children. First bullet point, New York City, 1860 to 1880s. Estimated 30 to 60,000 or 40,000 orphans lived in overcrowded shelters. Now let's look at bullet point 2 with Boston, Chicago, and Philadelphia. 1870s, 1890s, orphan populations mysteriously tripled within a few decades. And when you look at bullet point 3 of St. Louis, Missouri, 1880s, over 10,000 orphans recorded in a single census despite no large-scale war or famine. And then we look at bullet point 4, London, Paris, Berlin, 1850s to 1870s. Unusually high numbers of abandoned children appeared paralleling the American trend. Now, what caused this massive orphan crisis? Why were so many children without known parents, birth records, or past history? The orphan trains are hidden population replacement. So when we look at it, we look at the orphan train movement was led by elite black organizations, including, bullet point 1, the Child's Aid Society, CAS, founded in 1853. Bullet point 2, the New York Foundling Hospital, 1869. Let's look at bullet point 3, the Catholic Charities and Protestant Missions. Officially, these groups claimed they were relocating poor abandoned children from overcrowded cities to rural farmlands. However, deeper analysis raises several alarming connections to the mud flood reset. Check this out. Key anomalies of the orphan trains. 1. No real orphan crisis preceding the movement. Bullet point 1. The orphan train movement began in 1854. Yet there was no major war or disaster immediately before the surge. Bullet point 2. No 1854. Bullet point 2. If war, disease, or poverty created so many orphans, why did this crisis peak precisely after the mud flood theories suggest Tartaria was wiped out? Number 2. Lack of birth records and identities. Bullet point 1. Really? Listen, my apologies. Many of these children had no documented birth certificates. Bullet point 2. Many were not true orphans. They simply had no traceable parents or family history. Bullet point 3. Many children couldn't recall their own past before being placed on the trains. Wow. Number 3. Mosquito got me, go. Forced name changes and identity erasure. Most children had their original names erased and were given new surnames upon arrival at their destinations. Okay? There was no legal option process, meaning the children became anonymous within a single generation, and then that was bullet point 2. And then bullet point 3, check this out. Entire waves of new Americans were created with no knowledge of their ancestral origin except for what they were told. Number 4, distribution to remote isolated areas. Now, in bullet point 1, these children were deliberately sent away from major cities and placed in isolated rural areas where they wounded. Oh no. Interact with those who might recognize Tartarian culture anyway, right? Bullet point 2, they were not kept together. Siblings were often separated to prevent collective memory of the origin. I jumped. Anyway, ties to the elites and the rewriting of history. Bullet point 1, excuse me. These mosquitoes are tearing me up, y'all. The Carnegie, Rockefeller, and Rothschild families played a role in funding institutions that facilitated these relocations. I was reading it and actually saw something else in my head. Bullet point 2, many children were placed in Catholic boarding schools. Native Americans. Anyway, I'm just saying. Damn. Anyway, boarding schools, Protestant missions, or state-controlled orphanages where they were indoctrinated with new historical narratives, given new identities. The whole span. What the fuck? I'm not nasty, dirty, or stank. What the hell? Could these organizations have been part of a larger agenda to erase an entire civilization's history? Absolutely. Ties to the elites and the rewriting of history. Read this one, we're going to be done. Throughout the 19th and early 20th centuries, we know that's not the correct time, powerful elite families, including the Carnegies, Rockefellers, and Rothschilds, played a direct role in funding institutions that controlled orphan relocations, founding hospitals, and adoption programs. Shit! These institutions systematically... What is wrong with flying around my eye? These institutions systematically relocated, programmed, and erased the identities of thousands, if not millions, of children. But why? Was this simply philanthropy? Or was there a deeper agenda if Tartaria truly existed and its population was erased in a global reset event, such as the mud flood? Then what happened to the surviving children? Well, this section will explore bullet point 1. Documented involvement of elite families in orphan relocation programs, bullet point 2. The role of Catholic boarding schools, Protestant missions, and orphanages in reshaping history. Bullet point 3. Evidence that these organizations were part of a larger plan to erase an entire civilization's history, and they did a pretty good job. So we'll be getting into that next, right? When we look at the elite controlled orphan relocation programs, all right? And it gives names and everything, all right? My apologies, y'all. I'm sitting here battling the most heinous, ignorant, damn, baby, tiny, damn skeeter in history. I can't see, I don't see nobody commenting or anything. Is everybody still there? Damn, mosquitoes is eating me up, y'all. What percent am I at? Hell yeah, 92. I only 8 more. I'll get the hell up out of here. Let me see something right quick. Okay, okay. I know. Listen, I appreciate that, beloved. Let me woo-wee. Hey, I'm sorry. I wish it was 120 minutes ago, but I really I wanted to read to you guys. I'm just over here. I just want to say hi, say thank you all for showing up. I am so fucking tired. I'm my apologies, y'all. I really am. Oh my god. Anyway, I hope it was a good reading. That one part, I was reading it and I was looking at something else, like on a whole different page. It's totally crazy. Be careful with certain. Hey, baby. Be careful with certain waters because that which called that what's that shit called? Is going around with a lot of brands of bottled water. I am tired. Maybe you're gonna see it. I'm very tired, y'all. I gotta brush my teeth to the protein bars last night. I ate 2 of them. Hey, I see you. You know. But anyway, I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to a fogey like me and this damn mosquito. I think it wants to be on camera. I'm supposed to zoom in or something. I don't know. I'm just scratching my head because I'm thinking they're eating me up. I don't know. They tearing my ass up. That's some bullshit. So they call me Jim there. It's for those who didn't know. Jim. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so ice cold. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Oh, seeing how Tom slipped up on me again. Tom, what's going on, family? You know I love you, man. What's going on, bro? You're slipping up, cuz. I'm just talking shit. I appreciate it, trust me. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign up. Been on here for 38 minutes. I really wanted to keep it under 40 or 45, so yeah, I'm going to let this finish charging up. I'm going to let this finish charging up. I'm going to get me some sleep, but I hope it rains before I tag out. And so I can, but I'm going to go ahead. I got 3 of them. I'm going to hit the spots, I believe. It can rain when it's heavy rain. Excuse me. I got up and left. I was over here yawning and smacking skeeters and shit. Look like I'm probably slapping myself. Absorbed in this. I appreciate you guys. Again, like I said, I may come on a little later after I work out at the gym because I'm going to go take care of that, lay down, get some quick sleep, get me about 6 hours or 7, if I can. Where I'm feeling, I think I can for the first time. And get up, go hit the gym, you know, shave, shower, and all that good stuff, and throw on work clothes and head on into the job site. We only had 1 truck last night, which is a beautiful thing, but we might have 2 tonight. And if that's the case, we're going to be we had 2 call-ins. So if that's the case, we're going to be very busy, and I really, really want my feet to be as comfortable as possible. So, oh man. So, I guess I better get it going. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for taking the time. All right? That's everybody. That's everyone. All right? Every one of you are special. Don't let anyone tell you you're not. All right? Damn, you ain't see that? This motherfucker love's going up on my eyeballs and shit. This little son of a bitch. Worse than a brand new Chinese New Year's baby. Rental. No, I'm just kidding. That was wrong. Okay, I won't say that one again. Shit. See you guys. Oh shit, son of a bitch.
What the fuck is you doing? You got boxing gloves on? You going straight head punches or some shit? Anyway, let's check you guys out later.